Welcome back. It is safe to say that over the last few years, the Jacksonville Symphony Orchestra has made huge strides in evolving not only the ensemble, but the experience for audience members and the community as well. They clearly have no plans to slow down and recently named their first female conductor. We're excited to learn more about her. We welcome the assistant conductor and principal conductor of Jacksonville Symphony Youth Orchestra, Deanna Tham.
Yeah, welcome to the chat, girl.
Thank you for having me.
Girl boss, hashtag girl boss. Yes.
That is awesome.
Thanks, I'm excited.
You know, we were just talking before the show started, why aren't there more women well, not that I go to the symphony a lot, but I, lay my
should.
But I know. But why aren't there more women conductors?
You know, there are a lot of women conductors coming up now. I have
really?
a lot
Okay.
of female conductors who are my colleagues who I, talk to about conducting and being women conductor. So it's happening. It's taken a while, but it's definitely happening for us.
So tell us about your background before you came to the Jacksonville Symphony Orchestra.
So I've been kind of all over the country. Before this, I was living in Kentucky with the Louisville Youth Orchestra, and before that, I was in Idaho with the Boise Philharmonic Youth Orchestra.
Wow.
And I conduct professional. I've done ballet, I've done some opera and all of that stuff.
You've been around.
I've done a little bit, but I wasn't really supposed to be a conductor. I thought when I was little, I think I came out of the womb, I was like, I'm going to be a doctor. It's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be a doctor. So that's always what I thought I was going to do. It didn't really end up that way, and I'm glad that that my path has brought me here.
So did your high school band have anything to do with that? A little bit, just a little bit.
You know, I had such a supportive. That's kind of one of the reasons that I really enjoy doing youth orchestra still, and I'm glad I get to do it here. It's because music educators can just have such a great influence on kids and where we end up, and even friends who were in the band with me who didn't end up as musicians. They're just a lot of what they have is from their music educators. So.
Do you feel any extra pressure because you were the first female? Like, do you feel you got to prove yourself?
I try not to think about it that much. It's just about what you bring to the art and your talent and what you have to say about what you can bring to the world through music. And if I'm a woman, that's the way I was born, and that's what it happens to be. But first and foremost, I'm trying to better myself as an artist and as a musician, and trying to develop my talent.
What's going to be the role that you're going to play at JSO?
Well, it's kind of a twofold role. So I'll be the assistant conductor of the Jacksonville Symphony. So I'll be doing a lot of family concerts and community concerts and interacting with the kind of the grown-up musicians in that way. But I'm also the principal conductor of the Jacksonville Symphony Youth Orchestra. So I'll conduct the top 2 orchestras in the youth orchestra and work with the youth. We put on 3 concerts a year, and not including some of our like holiday events and things.
So tell me about the youth orchestra. I really want to know about the youth orchestra. I didn't even know there was one in Jacksonville.
Well, there is, and I was part of my youth orchestra when I was little and wanted to be a musician. It's a great experience because it's at least my philosophy with youth orchestra is we play the exact same things that the Jacksonville Symphony would do, that the Chicago
How
Symphony
old are
would
the
do.
kids?
So we have a range of levels. So we start really young at probably about 4th or 5th grade in our foundation strings programs, and then we can go all the way up to full orchestra. The kids in the full orchestras that I conduct are usually middle and high school students.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, you were talking about some educational programs for kids, so talk about that.
Well, we do family concerts, and then we also have our musicians at the Jacksonville Symphony go out into schools and perform for schools at the kids at where they are. So that's really cool as well. But our family concerts, those are really great. You can bring your kids, the whole family can come, and it's kind of an introduction, and we do narration, and there might be costumes and a lot of fun things, and we play music that is real repertoire, that it's great repertoire, it's really high energy repertoire, things that kids might recognize, and then so that we can kind of engage them in that way, engage them in active listening, engage them in just using all of their sensory skills to see, that this happens and this sound comes out, So it's a really great experience. Bring your family, that's what it's for.
So you brought a prop with you today. What is this actually called?
That's my baton.
This is the magic stick.
Yeah.
This is the thing you do to tell them what. Have you ever accidentally tossed this in the audience?
Not in the audience, but sometimes you get excited and it gets caught on something. And I flipped it.
Yeah. When the orchestra's playing, I mean, I know they're supposed to look at you because you.
Yeah.
Do they really, or do they just do their thing and?
It's a reference point. I like to be more. I'm more of a reference point than. Yeah, they're busy. They've got stuff to do. So they're not looking at me all the time.
So you have to put on your own show, basically. Right?
Well, it's a lot of the training is, I remember my first teacher told me, Like, you just have to remember, as a country, they're not looking at you all the time, and that really informs what you what you do.
That's really that's kind of a downer for you. So it's not about you, Deanna.
Wow.
The heck with you.
Wow. So tell me about I hear something about the Los Angeles International Music Festival.
Yeah, so this is the first time that our ensemble has been invited to go. We're really excited, and I think at least is one of the first times that we're taking all these kids on tour. So we're all gonna get on a plane, and we're all gonna go to LA, and we get to perform in Disneyland.
Cool is that?
Exciting.
And at the Walt Disney Hall, which is a beautiful hall where the LA Phil performs. If you've seen it, it's just a beautiful space to be, and we're honored to go, and we get to be with other youth orchestras as well. So
That's tremendous.
Awesome.
And we've had Courtney Lewis on the show before, and he seems like he'd be pretty cool to work with. The
Yeah,
conductor.
I mean, Courtney's great. I'm
Yeah,
looking
tell Courtney
forward.
I said hey.
Tell him we all said
Hey, Courtney.
All right, Deanna, thank you so much for joining us. Love your
Thank
enthusiasm.
you. Good luck.
Thank you
And,
so much.
for more information on the Jacksonville Symphony Orchestra upcoming show dates, jaxsymphony.org. We'll be right back.